Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I'm hoping this works. I'm trying something different, and Old Dirty Fatty's here. How you doing, Old Dirty Fatty? Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? How's everything? And I'm putting in an open invite. I think I might have found a solution for my problems with this. The only thing is I can't put up my gorgeous face in the corner. So I'm using my main computer. I ran a cord. I got the camera up here. I'm using the mic from that camera. But now my laptop, I'm also checking out StreamYards from my laptop so I can answer the chat and see everything that's going on. So there's a little bit of a lag. Like I put it out my hand that, yeah, it took like a minute or two. But let me know. Somebody, oh, you're good. Old Dirty Fatty has confirmed that I'm good. So what is going on? For those of you who have no idea what I'm doing, I'm playing a board game called Cthulhu Death May Die. Uh, it's a fun game. Here is the cover art. This is the rule book. It's got the box cover has the same, and I got all the expansions. This is a board game by Simon. It's a Lovecraft Tacticals miniatures game, but instead of being like it's 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 Lovecraft monsters, but it's like action. You know what I mean? So it, it's supposed to be like a let's pretend that there was like an action TV series set in the 20s where crazy people just attack the Cthulhu monsters. So what you do is you pick a scenario, and these are numbered. So this is, I think, the third scenario. Like the episodes they call them. Like here's Happy Birthday, lost episode number 3. They come in these little boxes, and then you use the miniatures and tokens. Where is this? Oh, here is this particular box. So this is episode 4. So I've beaten 3 other scenarios. But uh, am I frozen? Is my screen frozen? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is uh, season 1, episode 4. Season 1 because it's the first crowdfunder. So I'm using Ernest and Mary, and I reset everything. And now we need to break into the museum, disrupt the ritual. We cannot. I actually made the game easier. I played the rules wrong, and I'm obsessed with playing what I call a perfect game, meaning all the rules are fine. My house rules for taking back a turn, as long as the state of information hasn't changed, you could redo a turn, and that'll become abundantly clear because throughout the game. So you have to play with 2 players. So normally one person would be Ernest, one person would be Mary, but if you're playing by yourself, you have to play with 2 people. And in this scenario, you have to break up the party. It's rough. So here's Ernest, and here's Mary. And I always start with Ernest first because he's a devil. Oh, the first thing I got to do is I got this random deck of insanities. So the backstory is we escaped from the Miskatonic Asylum. What Arkham Asylum is based on, and Batman is because Miskatonic Asylum is from Arkham County in Lovecraft. That's where it all came from, and we know from dreams or whatever like that Dagon is going to flood the earth with deep ones and destroy the earth. So this is Ernest's insanity. He is paranoid. Okay, that makes sense. And whenever we hit this symbol, we activate his paranoia. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. Then, if there are no enemies in your space, heal all of your stress. Okay, all right. And I put their insanities right there. Okay, so that's Ernest. Ernest is insane, paranoid, and okay, Mary is a pyromaniac. When this happens, put a fire token in your space. Then deal wounds equal to the number of fire tokens in your space to all other figures there. So Mary starts fires when she freaks out. All right. So there we go. Uh, just ask it if I'm still good. because my laptop froze, but as long as my computer is still good, I just want to know if everything's still good. All right, so I'm going to start the game. All right, I'm going to move these tokens out of the way. The board is reset towards the beginning. I just got to get everything to make sure. Okay, so Ernest is going to go. These are the rules right here, and they're real simple. So on each player does all four phases. The first phase is take 3 actions. The second phase is draw mythos cards. The third phase is investigate if there's nobody on your space, and then if there is a monster on your face, then you have to fight it, and then resolve the end of the turn. So that's it. So Ernest is going to go first. So Ernest is right here. There's a horrible Shulgoth in the main room in the museum, in the main hall. So we're going to deal with this horrible Shulgoth. So he has the power of marksman. He starts out with that. So he's going to he gets a base of 3 dice. That's all players get 3 dice, and I'm going to roll the 3 dice. Why could he attack when he's not in the room? He has marksman. You may attack a target 1 space away. So there we go. So I'm attacking a target 1 space away. So as you could, I don't know if you could see on the camera, but I have a hit and an insanity, a hit and an insanity. I get 2 free rerolls because he's a demon hunter. You have 2 free rerolls when attacking monsters. Okay. All figures are called enemies. There's human enemies, which are cultists, and then there's monsters. So Shulgoth is a monster. So my monster hunter demon hunter doesn't count when I'm fighting cultists. Old Fatty, did those dice come with the game? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They came with the game. They came with the game. And for whatever reason, I can't post comments anymore. All right. So I have 3 hits, but I lose 2 sanity. Now, the Shulgoth's power, here's his card. When attacking or being attacked, each insanity lost makes the investigator lose an additional sanity. So that's 4 sanity damage. I don't want that. So I'm going to, he gets 2 free rerolls. So I'm going to reroll this. All right, that sucks. That's a whiff. And that's good. So that's 2 free rerolls. I got 2 hits and a whiff. Now, every player character could do this. You could take stress. So I'm going to move my stress indicator up 1 to reroll this die. All right, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. So I got 3 hits. So the Shulgoth takes 3 damage. All right, and I take 2 insanity. Ah! Little mad. I'm going mad. Right, now that was just my first action. All right. I'm just looking over all things. So now my second action, I'm gonna do that. All right. It's the exact same roll, but I have 2 free rerolls when attacking monsters. So I'm gonna invoke that. I'm gonna try to, because 2 insanity per attack is rough. Oh, that gives me no benefit. That's just insanity lost with no hits. All right, so that's my 2 free. I don't really want to stress out just yet. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this as is. All right. So so I got 3 hits and 2 sanity. So 1, 2. I hit this mark, and that's resolved at the end of the turn. Now I did another 3 damage. So boom, I did 6 damage. I need to do 4 more. I need to do 4 more to kill it, but it's literally impossible for me to do that because the maximum I could do is 3. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to attack 1 more time with my last attack and let Mary come in for the win. Okay, so this is a hit. This is a star. Now I have arcane mastery. When you making any roll, you may count 1 star as a success. So this is 2 successes. This is a whiff. I have 2 free rerolls, so I'm going to use it. That's another whiff. Okay, that's the best. That's the best possible thing I could roll. That's another 3 hits. Boom. So I did 9 damage to the Shoggoth. It has 1 hit point left, and there's nothing else I could do. I used my 3 actions. So the next phase is draw a Mythos card. This is All Dirty Fatty says. First he asks, does the dice come with the game? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I got like 3 expansions, so I got a whole bunch of extra dice. There's black dice, and then there's green dice. And what is the difference between the black dice? Oh, I just realized that the green dice do not have insanity on them. That's something I need to pay attention to. That's something I need to pay attention to. Old Dirty Fatty. I'm not going to bring up comments. I'm just going to read them because I'll try to get them off the screen. I don't know if I can play that game. I'm crazy already. Well, that just gives you an advantage now, doesn't it? That just gives you an advantage. All right. So now it's the game's turn. So there was a game called Shadow over Camelot, and I think that was the first game that introduced this technique of player goes, and then it's called Advance Evil. So I just went. Now we're going to advance evil. So now Mythos goes. All right. So the card is titled Low Tide, and it's got Dagon symbol. All deep ones, including investigators, yes, we could turn into deep ones, move 2 spaces towards you. Well, there's no deep ones on the board. There's 3 deep ones, but they start off the board. But it then says summon a serpent. I can't even talk. Summon a servant of the deep at the red gate. So one of the deep ones is summoned through a gate. Now we put this over here because when there's 3 Dagon symbols, we advance Dagon. And now investigate or fight. So if there was a creature or any enemy on my space, I would have to fight it. But since there's no enemy on my space, I can investigate. And then I take one of these cards. The janitor. I've seen the assistant professor kissing that sarcophagus. Very odd. You may take 2 stress to claim the janitor. If you do not claim the cursed condition. Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm gonna have a companion, Teddy. So this slides in here. So I have this. He has 1 hit point, and Teddy the janitor. I got to take 2 stress. When you claim this companion, you may immediately pick up the nearest artifact from the board. Okay, so I get an artifact. And this artifact says heal 1 wound at the end of your turn. Nice. I put them right there. So this is still Ernest's turn. So he gets the artifact. All right. And that was the phase 3. Now, phase 4, resolve the end of turn. Resolve the end of turn. I hit the insanity. So that triggers my insanity. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. Oh, no. So the Shoggoth moves here. Blah, 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 blah. The Bayeki moves here. And the deep one moves here. They are out to get me. They are. See? Ernest was telling you that the monsters were out to get him. He wasn't lying. All right. And then, because we hit that capacitor, that level up, I get to boost a power. So I'm going to increase my arcane mastery. So instead, you may count any number of stars as successes. Okay, so there we go. You know, I can't believe I played this game so many times and I didn't even know that the green dice did not have insanity symbols on them. So that's the die you want to reroll. I'm El Stupido. All right, so we just watched Ernest's full turn. Now Mary's going to go. Now Mary, whenever you are wounded, you and an investigator in your space heal 1 stress. She has a marksman. You may attack a target 1 space away, just like Ernest. and swiftness. When you run, you may move an additional space. Oh, Ernest would heal, but he didn't take any damage. And you never get sanity back. Once you lose sanity, you're doomed. You're doomed. All right. All right. So Mary's gonna go. Well, she's got a Shoggoth in her face. All right. So what are we gonna do? She's gonna fight the Shoggoth. She needs to do 1 hit point of damage. All right. She's got 1. That's enough to kill it. That's gonna take 2 damage. I'm gonna take 1 stress and re-roll that. All right. We're gonna leave that. Okay. So she does 2 damage. I just didn't want to take the insanity yet. So she kills the Shoggoth. All right, that's good. Shoggoth is dead. We can clear off these damage tokens. That was her first attack. Her second attack is now she could use her marksman ability and kill a deep one. So we're going to fire at that dirty deep one. Deep ones take 3 damage. Okay, so we got a star, which for her is a whiff, a hit, and an insanity. She's going to take a stress to re-roll that insanity. Now she has 2 whiffs and a hit. All right, so we'll take it. So she hits the deep one for 1. That now for her last action, she will attack the deep one. Now she gets 3 hits. Boom, 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 boom. He gets blown away to what's the name of the deep one city? It's not Yathanale. Yeah. So the deep one is not there. But that's 3 actions. All right. So they both never made it out of the initial hallway in the museum. And this game's on a timer. Hey, Zactan is here. How's this round go? We just played the first round. It seems like the first action is always the same. Take out that Shoggoth. So that's what's going on. We're right here. Ernest and Mary just took out the Shoggoth. And now it's Mary's mythos phase. So let's see. The Innsmouth Curse. As you can see, it's got a Dagon symbol on it. If you were a deep one, immediately deal 2 wounds to all non-deep one figures in your space. So I'm not a deep one. Otherwise, transform. Start turning into a deep one. Our nearness to Dagon. There's a reason why we came here. Oh no, we are originally deep one. We have the Innsmouth look. Transform unless you take 2 stress or a wound for each you can't take. So she is going to take 2 stress because you do not want to transform. And then summon a cultist at yellow, but we can't because all the cultists are on the board. So now we have two Dagon symbols on the board. Now investigate or fight. Well, there's no monsters on the space, so we can investigate. So this is for Mary. Something has been with my assistants ever since we raided that tomb in Egypt. You may claim the lasso, or you may take 2 stress to claim the archaeology professor. Well, I can't take the archaeology professor, so we're going to claim the lasso. And this drives me nuts because I had the lasso last game and I didn't use it. Maybe it would have saved everything because if you remember, Yathanale, I can't pronounce it offhand. Yeah, when you attack a monster or cultist, if you deal any wounds, that enemy doesn't attack this turn. Any monster, but not great old one. So there's enemies, there's monsters, cultists, and the great old ones. So there's 3 categories. So it doesn't work against Dagon, nor should a lasso shouldn't work against Dagon. All right, and now we resolve all end of turn stuff. There is no end of turn stuff in this particular round. So now we go back to Ernest. Oh, get rid of this. This is just, that was the hit point for the shot. So Ernest already has 1 artifact. So I think we're going to have Ernest run down here. So he's going to go he's going to use his first action to move. 1. You know what? He's gonna be a gentleman, and he's gonna kill that guy for from Mary. Okay, so he's a gentleman. He's if nothing but a gentleman. So he doesn't get the free rolls because he's not fighting a monster. So he does 2, and we're not going to take any stress because he's pretty stressed. So he does enough damage to kill this cultist, but he takes 2 insanity. 1, 2. Okay, that was 2 actions. His third action is to get out of here because there is a guard. Or you know what? No. No, 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 no. His third action is he's going to distract the guard. Hey, buddy, did you see that thing? And he's going to send this guard 1, 2. An action I forgot to do last 2 games, but right over here, you could distract the guard. Choose 1 guard up to 2 and get them away. And it's okay if he's near Mary. Mary doesn't have any artifacts. All right, so that's 3 actions. Now the reason why I wanted the guard out of here is because he has an artifact and the guard was on the same space. So odds are, there's 2 symbols here. Odds are Dagon was going to advance, and then when Dagon advances, the guards move, and he was going to get arrested. So, yep, I was right. So here's full moon. It has a Dagon symbol. So I was correct. Move each cultist and deep one space towards you. Each cultist and deep one. So this guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. And there's no deep ones on the board. Okay, and then summon a cultist at red. So another cultist comes through the gate. All right, and now we have 3. So I clear it. It's the first thing I do is clear it. Okay, and then we advance Dagon. So Dagon moves 1 space on this. That's the official sound of Dagon. And when Dagon advances, you transform. So you meaning whose turn it was. So that's Ernest. Now Ernest's feet get webbing. He grows fins on his ankles. He's turning into a fish. Eric the Guapo wants to know what's happening. I'm playing a game called Cthulhu Death May Die. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft, loosely based on H.P. Lovecraft, because it's action adventure love. It's Indiana Jones meets H.P. Lovecraft. So you're running around fighting monsters, shotgunning them, and things like that. You know, using the H.P. Lovecraft themes. You know, so what Dagon is these cultists are trying to. They're using these ancient artifacts that are in a museum to raise Dagon, and then Dagon, once he becomes alive, he will flood the world, thus destroying humanity. All right, and this is my 3rd attempt to beat this scenario. This scenario is super tough. All right, so that was okay. Oh, and then so we moved Dagon. Okay, and then when the Elder One advances, move each guard 1 space towards the nearest investigator. So this guard is going to move towards Mary. This guard is going to move. This guard is going to move, and this guard is going to move. Now you can't attack the guards. You gotta distract them. Okay, so that was, and then end of round. The only end of round I have is he can heal 1 wound, but he hasn't taken any wounds. He's got a lot of stress, but no wounds. All right, so now Mary's going to go. Mary will shoot that cultist. Ernest, he's sneaking up on you. So Mary blasts Saruni. She's max stressed, so there's nothing she could do. Mary's like, I'm just a girl. Bah, bah, bah. So you know what she does? She rests. So that means she's going to lose 3 stress. So that was her second action, to rest. And her last action, she will fight. So this means nothing. This is 2 hits, which is enough to kill that cultist, but she takes another insanity. Unfortunately, she used up all her actions. We must destroy our past to save our future. Not my normal sentiment. It's not our past. This is the past of the ancient ones. Non-human artifacts. All right, so it's her mythos phase. The summoning. All Bayaki and Shoggoth move 1 space towards you. So the Bayaki moves. And since there's no Shoggoth on the board, we summon the Shoggoth at blue. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So now the Shoggoth is back, and we have a Dagon symbol there. So anyone, we keep that on the board. When there's 3 of those symbols, we advance Dagon. All right, so now we're back to Ernest. Ernest, he's beset on all sides by enemies, and he is a demon hunter first and foremost. So he turns to face the Bayaki and says, "Begone, foul creature of the bottomless void." I don't know if that's true or not, but Ernest was in an asylum, and he totally whiffs. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, so he gets a hit, an insanity, and a hit. He gets 2 free rerolls. So we're gonna re-roll this blank. And okay, so he used his 2 free rerolls. He gets 3 hits. A Bayaki. See the 3? So he destroys this. But he takes 1 insanity. Okay, so he's creeping upon the 2nd level of insanity. And then he turns and he says, and I quote, "Why would anyone really feel bad for people who go out of the way to summon demonic creatures?" As my good friend Old Dirty Fatty once said back in my cell at the Miskatonic. And he blasts these cultists. And he totally misses. And since they're not monsters, he can't use a reroll. So that was his 2nd action. His 3rd action, he's going to rest. 1, 2, 3. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. The pressure's getting to me. He talks himself down. He starts singing, "Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird." He's got to calm himself down. He's got to calm himself down. So that's what he does. Of course, as soon as I go live, everybody and their brother, starts messaging me. All right. So now that was Ernest's first phase, the action phase. Now it's draw mythos phase. Tides of Madness. If Dagon is on the board, each investigator in a space with Dagon or a deep one transforms unless they take 2 stress or wood. Okay, so Dagon is not on the board. Otherwise, summon a servant of the deep in my space. And there's no symbol. So this goes right to the Discord pile. But a deep one pops out from under the stairs. And Ernest says, "I thought I smelled fish. I thought I smelled fish." And investigate or fight. Well, he can't investigate because there's a monster there. So now you're going to see the only rule you haven't seen yet. So now the deep one is going to fight Ernest. The deep one get 2 black dice. 2 black dice. So whoever is being attacked rolls the dice. So they... okay. All right. So I could use stress to re-roll their dice, but so this is a star means nothing to them, so that's a whiff. So it does 1 damage to me. He jumps out from the stairs and grabs me, and Ernest turns around and says, "You just made a mistake." Because at the end of the round, my artifact heals me of 1 wound. So like the artifact just seals the horrible damage. Yep. So that's the end of Ernest's turn. So now we got Mary, who hasn't moved from over here. She's just been shooting down the hallway. So you know what? She shoots down the hallway. She's a marksman. So I don't know if you could... Zach that says, "Those world-ending cultists need their due process." Yeah, I know. I can't believe I'm taking away their constitutional rights. They're just practicing their freedom of religion. So this one board is one space. This board is one space. This board is two spaces. There's walls in it, so you can see. So this is one space away. So she's going to shoot that deep one. All right, so she gets one hit. A deep one needs 3 to be killed. So she's going to use 1 stress. She's going to use 1 stress to reroll this. All right, so and I'm going to use 1 more stress because I'm a fool, and I'm going to re-roll this. All right, I'm not. So I take 2 damage. It takes 2 damage. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It needs 3 to die. So she hits it, but she has a lasso, so it can't attack her. This not that it would because it's not on the same space, but she takes an insanity, which triggers her pyromania, but that's at the end of the round. Okay, all right. So that was the action phase. So now we have mythos phase. So here is artifacts flare. So it's got Dagon symbol. Choose one. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each artifact they are carrying, or at the end of turn. Oh no, I'm not advancing Dagon. I'm not advancing Dagon. So I have 1 artifact, and that triggers his paranoia, and her pyromania are both going to trigger this turn. Okay, and that's 2 Dagon symbols. So now we are at the investigate or fight stage. There's nobody in her space, so she gets to investigate. And she has the clay pot. This is the 3rd time this showed up. So a substance inside looks like blood. Maybe it's a liver, but made of ceramic. You may claim the clay pot or discard this to heal all your stress. You know what? We're going to discard this to heal all our stress. So she smells it. Oh God, get out of here. Oh, that's relaxing. So that was the investigate phase. Now resolve, end of turn. So I'm just going to start up here. So paranoia. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. So the Shoggoth creeps, blah, 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 blah. This stays here. Dagon's not on the board, but he's not a monster. He's an old one. Then if there are any enemies on your space, heal. Then if there are no enemies on your space, well, there is an enemy. Heal all your stress. Well, he's not stressed out. But more importantly, he gets to bump up. You may bump up. So I'm going to bump this up, the Demon Hunter. So he levels up the demon hunter skill. Now we're going to go to Mary, pyromania. Put a fire token in your space. So she freaks out, knocks over candles, and stares at the fire. Put a fire. Then deal wounds equal to the number of fire tokens on your space to all other figures. There's no other figures there. Then, more importantly, she gets to level up. So he leveled up twice because he crossed. So now she's going to level up one of her. Whenever you are wounded, you, an investigator in your space, heal 1 stress. Instead, you heal all stress. Investigators in your space heal 1. We're taking that. Okay. All right. Now, I just want to. What did I do? I just want to clarify fire tokens. So forgive me for 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Fire tokens. The rule book is actually a lot of pictures, so it's okay. Fire. At the end of your turn, roll 1 standard die for every fire token on your investigative board. You may use stress to reroll the dice. Take 1 wound. You may be on. Okay. At the end of your turn, roll 1 standard die for every fire token on your investigative board. You may use stress to reroll the dice. Take 1 wound for each success. Lose 1 for each tentacle. Then discard. Okay. So now at the end of my turn, she may have set herself on fire. So here's 1 standard die. Either way, the fire goes away. She's going to take a damage. So She burns herself with her own paranoia, putting out the fire. That was bad of me. That was bad of me. Old Dirty Fatty says, I would be suspicious. If anything, that's a cult that's supposed to heal. Yeah, but what do I got to do? The consequences are Dagon floods the earth. All right, so now we are back to Ernest. And Ernest is in a room with a deep one. And he's... So what do we want to do? So Ernest, he leveled up, so he gets a green die. And okay, so all right, so Ernest is gonna kill the deep one. That's what he does. He kills monsters. He's a monster killer. All right, so we got 2 damage, which is enough to kill him, and then insanity. So I'm gonna use his 2 free rerolls to reroll these dice. All right, so that's enough to kill him, and he takes 1 insanity. So that kills the deep one. Blah 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 blah. All right, so that kills that. Now he turns, and he sees these crazy cultists in there. You know what he's gonna do? We're gonna do something bold. We're gonna run. 1, 2, 3, because there's an artifact here, but that causes these cultists to follow him. Okay, so his first action was to shoot the deep one. His second action was to run. His third action is to pick up this. Okay, you heal 2 stress at the end of your turn. All right, so he's Wolverine now. So that was good. That was a good gamble, because he ran out of actions to fight the guys. But we got to... All right, so now I got to do a Mythos phase. Bravely run away. No, he didn't run away. He ran into them. He ran into the enemy and pushed past them to get to what needed to be got. And now it's Mythos phase. Protect the artifacts. Move all cultists. Move 1 space towards the artifact on the board that are closest to them. If there are no artifacts on the board, each investigator loses 1 sanity. Okay, so they're not on the board. Okay, so that's weird. So these guys are like, this guy's too much. We got to go get the other artifacts. Boom, boom. This guy's going to move towards this artifact. This guy's going to move... Well, he's in this room, so he moves literally to the artifact. There we go. That was a weird... I don't think I've ever seen that card before. All right, but unfortunately, we advanced Dagon, so we move him. He's still in green. He's still in the outer world. So whenever Dagon advances, I transform. So now I'm 2/3 deep one. The scales going up my back, little fins coming on my spine. My hands are now webbed. My eyes are getting bulgy. Summon 1 servant of the deep into my space. So from behind this skeleton comes a deep one. And 2 cultists at the nearest gate. The nearest gate would be here. But there's only 1 because they're all on the board. Then each guard moves 1 space towards the nearest. This guy doesn't move. This guy moves. This guy moves. Okay. And then that's the... and then I get to do my end of turn, which is heal 1 wound, but I'm fully healed. Heal 2 stress, but I have no stress. Okay, so that was a good move for Ernest. All right. I got to get to a gate, and I got to be at a gate. But Mary needs to pull her weight and get 2 artifacts. Now, Mary isn't as good as fighting as Ernest is. Ernest is fighting. So I'm wondering if they should switch. I'm wondering if they should switch up. But Mary can use this lasso. That's okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm thinking. And I have Teddy the janitor with me. I can't forget about Teddy the janitor. He's just an extra hit point of cannon fodder. All right, so now Mary goes. What is Mary gonna do? Mary is gonna. She can run 4 spaces, so that's her special ability. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she went 1, 2, 3, 4, and she just surprised this cultist. Her second action, she's gonna pick up this artifact and hope that it's something good. You have 1 free reroll per turn. Good, good, good. And her last action is she will fight that cultist. And she only has 3 standard dice. Okay. And if she hits this guy but doesn't kill him, he's lassoed. And she has 1 free reroll. So I'm going to reroll this die because it was already the worst thing it could possibly be. So she takes 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. But she just takes this rope, lassos this guy, and pulls him, snapping his neck as he hits his head on a desk. So that's 3 actions for Mary. Good job, Mary. Good job, Mary. All right. Now it's Mythos phase. A Bayaki. The nearest Bayaki moves 3 spaces towards you. Well, there is no Bayaki on the board, so we summon a Bayaki at red. So the Bayaki, he smells the death. He sees the specter of death release into the air, and it summons a Bayaki through the gate. And we have 1 symbol of Dagon. So we figure in 2 more turns, Dagon's going to advance. All right, and then investigate or fight. She's on an empty space. Hey, Henry Thune, how you doing? Thrune. Hi, Lord Zart. How goes the run? I don't want to say I'm doing good because that angers the game, and then it doubles down in effort. So I'm holding my own. I think that's a fair, neutral statement. So Mary will investigate a sarcophagus. There's an ancient sarcophagus here. Odd that you didn't notice it before. If the sarcophagus token is not on the board, place it near space. So here's this sarcophagus token. We put it there. If you are carrying 2 more artifacts, claim the cursed condition. If you're carrying 2 more artifacts, claim the cursed. Otherwise, okay. So I'm carrying 1. So all right. So all we did was place the sarcophagus on the board. Okay. If it ain't bad, it's good. If it ain't bad, it's good. So now, end of the round, nothing. I have nothing. Okay, that's good. Nothing is also good. All right, so now we go to Ernest. So I'm thinking Ernest has the best chance to deal with that Shoggoth. Okay, so I'm thinking plow my way through here, but then I got to deal with 2 guards. This is rough. This is rough. But first things first, got to kill me a deep one. So Ernest gets 3 black dice, 1 green die. All right. So he's going to attack and kill. Oh, he's going to roll really badly. Okay, so now he gets 2 free rerolls. So I'm going to reroll these 2 dice. These 2 are whiffs. We'll put them over here for a minute. I'm rerolling the green because the green does not have any insanity on it. So this is perfect because Ernest Arcane Mastery allows him to use stars. So this is 3 successes. Boom, 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 boom. And that's exactly what I needed to kill a deep one. So 1 hit, 1 kill. Boom. Okay, now he turns to face these cultists. How dare you betray humanity? And he fires down the hallway at them. Because he has marksmanship, he could fire 1 space away. And they're not monsters, so he doesn't get free rerolls. Okay. I'm going to use 1 stress to re-roll this. It's probably a waste of time, but whatever. Okay, perfect. I just didn't want the insanity. So this is 2 hits. That's enough to kill. Boom. And unfortunately, the damage doesn't blow through. You know what I mean? So if I overkill one guy, it's wasted damage. So my last attack, I will, you know what? For my last attack, I'm going to distract the guard. Okay, so I'm going to tell the guard, hey, what are you doing over here? They're leaving the museum with the artifacts. Oh, really? 1, 2. So that's all 3 of my actions. All 3 of my actions. I didn't do any manipulating the guards last time I played, and I lost. So maybe that is what I need to do. All right, so the guard's out of here. I got a clear path next turn to the gate. It's just Mary now. Mary needs she's got to deal with stuff. All right, so where's the flamethrower when you need it? I know. I wonder if there is a flamethrower in this game, because I haven't gone through, and I don't like to read all the cards in advance, so I always like to be surprised. Okay, so where am I? So he just killed. So it's Mythos phase. Artifacts flare. Choose one. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each artifact they are carrying, or we're not going to advance Dagon. Okay, so he has 2 artifacts, so he loses 2 sanity. She has 1 artifact, which triggers her pyromania. And that's 2 Dagon symbols. And now investigate or fight. He's on an empty space, so he could investigate. That means you just draw a card. That's all it does. Strange painting. Don't look. This is the most enthralling painting. Come on, Ernest, don't look at it. You may claim the strange painting, or you may take 2 stress to claim the museum curator. Okay, so if I have the painting, when using the discard action, you may move the guard 1 additional space. But if I take Jane, the museum curator, I'm going to take 2 stress. Doink, doink. And this is Ernest. He's a macho man. He's going to take a female companion. So I get stress. I get stealth. So I don't have that power. So I get this token, and I'm going to put it right there. When you run, you may sneak once. One enemy doesn't follow you. So great. I could get past enemies because Jane and I also have Teddy the janitor. So I have like a little entourage. All right. So that was the investigate. Now it's the end of turn phase. The end of turn phase. Heal 1 wound at the end of your turn. Heal 2 stress at the end of your turn. That's 2 stress. All right. I didn't trigger my insanity, but unfortunately, the Mythos phase triggered Mary's insanity. So the pyromania. Put a fire token in your space. So when she lassoed that guy and killed him, he knocked over a candle, which started a fire. And she's like, fire. And then it would do damage to anybody else. Now I got to see if it does damage to Mary. Okay. We're going to take a stress token and try to re-roll it, because that's a damage and an insanity. I don't want that. Okay, so she takes a damage from the fire, and then the fire goes out. That's the way fire works. All right. But more than that, she levels up. So, yeah. Okay, so she's going to level up in her marksmanship. So she gains 2 green dice when attacking a target not in my space. So, and I can attack 1 space away. So there we go. So she's leveling up, and she gets a green dice because she's just getting crazier. All right, that's the end of Ernest's turn. Now we're going to start Mary's turn. Let's check out the might be one. A lot more flamethrowers back in World War I and World War II. Yeah, this is like right in the middle of World War I, World War II. as Hellboy called it, the occult wars are happening now. So Mary's gonna go. Mary is gonna go. So Mary has a swiftness. Okay, so what is Mary gonna do? Mary's gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gonna run 4 spaces. Okay, so she runs 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this guy follows her. Okay, the second thing she's gonna do is distract the guard. Okay, so she's gonna, hey, what are you doing over here? The guy's leaving with the artifacts. 1, 2. So we got 3 guards over here. The third thing she's gonna do is start attacking the Shoggoth because it's 1 space away. She could use her marksmanship. You know, she could deal with the cultist. All right, so we'll deal with that. So she gets 3 dice as her base. She gets 1 green dice because she's crazy, and 2 more green dice because her marksmanship ability leveled up. All of this is at the Shoggoth, and if she does damage, the Shoggoth doesn't attack her, which doesn't matter. It's not in her space. All right, so where are we? And she has 1 free reroll a turn because of the artifact. So that's a hit. So her free reroll will be this die. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 hits. Okay, we'll take 3 hits. And that's the end of Mary's action phase. Okay, so now it's draw a mythos phase. Okay, so we have a Dagon symbol. So, okay, if possible, remove the nearest cultist from the board and summon a servant of Deep One in its space. Uh-oh. So this guy starts freaking out, and he transforms into a Deep One. That's what she gets for letting him live. And then in the blue space, summon a cultist. Blah, 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 blah. And Dagon advances. So this is the last advancement in the outer world. He will start appearing on Earth soon. Okay, but we can't attack him until we disrupt the ritual. Okay? And we can only disrupt the ritual when he advances. So when he advances, you transform. So this is Mary's turn. So Mary gets some web toes. She gets web toesies. And some fins start to appear on her. All right, I'll just check it out, see if, because it looks like my laptop. I don't know. Maybe if I refresh. Let's see if I refresh. Yeah, I'll just do that. All right. Refresh. See if there's any more comments. All right. So she transforms. The next thing is all the guards move 1 space. Boop. Hey, I think that girl was pulling a fast one. Hey, I think that guy was pulling a fast one. So now they're all meeting. You too. And now investigator fight. Well, unfortunately, she can't investigate because there's a fishy ichthyosapien in her space. And Deep Ones roll 2 black dice. Okay, so the Deep One is going to attack her. And unfortunately, she didn't hit it with the lasso, so this guy can do damage. And he totally whiffed. Did you see that? Two black faces, nothing on them, 2 blank spaces. So that's cool, nice. Then at the end of the turn, you have 1 for. Okay, so we're good. So now Ernest is going to go. Ernest needs to be here when Dagon advances. So he's just going to run there. 1, 2. Oh, he only has 3 spaces. 3. So this guy follows him. And then his next action, he's going to go here. So that was 2 actions. These guys all go here. His last action, he's just going to kill humans. He's going to kill humans. What else do you want me to say? So he gets 3 black dice, 1 green dice for his insanity, and that's it. And like I said, unfortunately, he can't spread it out. So best he could do is, oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would be able to kill all. So he just hulks out, just bashes this guy with the butt of his shotgun. If you could see his miniature, he's carrying a shotgun. So he just smashes the guy. Unrecognizable bloody pulp. He is where he needs to be. Okay, in order to disrupt the ritual, you have to have 2 artifacts, which he has, and be in a space with the gate. So he's just like, this is like Aragorn going, wherever you are, Frodo, wherever you are, Frodo. All right, now we're gonna draw a Mythos card. There's a symbol. Move each deep one, including investigators, 1 space towards you. So this guy, he gets something calls him towards Ernest, so he moves away from her, which is a blessing for Mary. Then, if there are any deep ones on your space, you okay, so that's it. And then summon, and then a deep one comes out of the gate, and we have 1 Dagon symbol. All right, so now it's investigate or fight. I can't investigate. I got 2 enemies on my space, a monster and a cultist. So the cultist is going to attack first. Why not? The cultist attacks first. So you got 2 green dice. I pick it. I pick it. Putting the pulp in Pulp Fiction. All right, so he gets 1 hit on Ernest. That's fine. Ernest, he's a man. He'll take it. Now the deep one. The deep one gets 2 black dice, meaning they can cause insanity. So I'll take it. So I'll take an insanity, which triggers my paranoia and a damage. Okay, so I weathered that storm, but I'm getting pretty crazy here. I'm getting pretty crazy. All right, so this triggers. This hits the next level insanity. That's the end of the round phase, which is now. So now my paranoia attacks. This is not good. This is not good for Mary. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. Monsters. So the Bayaki moves. The Shoggoth moves, which is now in the space with Mary. That really sucks because she was a marksman, so she had better attacks at a distance. And then now it's investigate. Oh, okay. All monsters on the board move 1 space. If there are no monsters in your space, heal all of your stress. Well, there's a monster in my space. And and I more importantly, I level up. More importantly. All right, so all right. So do I want extra heal 1 stress for each? These are also good. All of the choice, I get to level up on my skills. So do I want 1 green dice when attacking monsters? Do I want 2 green dice when attacking targets not on my space? I think I want that. Okay, so we leveled up. All right, now it's Mary's turn. Mary is in the space with the Shoggoth. The Shoggoth has 3 damage. What could she do? All right. She doesn't have stealth. All right, so she has to attack this thing. Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary. Okay, so the guards are not going to move just yet either. All right, so she's going to take her 3 standard dice, 1 dice for being crazy. And is that it? Yeah, because the other dice are for marksmanship. All right, so she's going to roll. All right, that's not bad. She has a free reroll, but we'll take it. So she does 3 damage to the Shoggoth. So the Shoggoth has 6 damage out of 10. The thing is, she used a lasso, so the Shoggoth could not attack back. Okay, so it can't attack back. So you know what she's going to do? She's going to move. So her first attack was to hit. The Shoggoth cannot attack back. 1, 2, 3. So the Shoggoth comes with her. The cultist comes with her, but she could deal with the cultist, and she takes this artifact. So that's all of her turns. Move one additional space when you run. Okay, so that's that. So she's done. She's got a cultist on her space, and she's got a Shoggoth that is shape changing out of the ropes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, all right. So we draw a card, and the guards are far enough away. All right. So there we go. Shoggoth. The Shoggoth moves 2 spaces towards you. Well, it's on the same spot. Any guards in any guards? Okay, if it had guards with it, the guards would go, but there's no guards with it. And if there was no Shoggoth on the board, you summon the Shoggoth. So really, nothing happens other than a Dagon symbol. All right, now we do end of turn. So we triggered her insanity. She should have 2 level ups. Okay, so we did it already. I did it a little out of order. All right, that's fine. All right. Okay. 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 Now we're at Ernest. Ernest is going to stay there because he needs to be where he is. And odds are, the problem is, Mary needs to be one more space. Okay, so he's in the right space. Odds are that this is going to trigger, but we need to have them each. They both have 2 artifacts. One of them has 2 artifacts and is at a gate. That is what I need to be to disrupt the ritual. But we need 2 people at the gates. They all have 2 artifacts, but only one person at a gate. We got to get Mary at the gate, but odds are it's going to trigger. So it's going to be another 3 turns before these conditions are right. This is so frustrating. All right, but Ernest is going to go. He's keeping himself planted on this spot. He's going to start killing, and killing a deep one is what he does best. So he gets 3 standard dice. He gets 1 dice for his insanity, and that's it. Yeah, that's it, because he doesn't get the extra dice because he can't use his marksman skills. All right. This is a success and the healing of stress. This is a success. And I said he was going to kill a deep one, so I can't change it. But since he's fighting monsters, he gets to free reroll. So I'm going to reroll this. Perfect. That's enough. So I'm not even going to risk this dice. So 3 to kill a deep one. Boom. He beats a deep one into fish food. See? All right. Anybody else want to comment? Anybody want to say anything? How's everybody doing? How's your night? Where are we? Okay. All right. So his second action will be to kill this cultist. He doesn't get free reroll because it's not a monster. But he'll use stress because he's going to heal from the artifact anyway to reroll that. Okay, perfect. I just didn't want to take any more insanity. So he overkills that cultist. Boom. For his last action, the guards are too far away to distract. So the last thing he can do is rest. So 1, 2, 3. You get 3 points of healing. Okay, so he's healing up, resting, standing there. Now we draw a Mythos card. Now the thing that sucks is I'm hoping that it doesn't have a Dagon symbol on it. If it does not have a Dagon symbol, then if it has a Dagon symbol, all is not lost, but it just means we gotta wait longer. This is on a clock. So let's hope there's no Dagon symbol. No Dagon symbol. Intruders. Move all guards and cultists 1 space towards the investigators closest to them. Okay, so all of the guards are in 1 spot. So Ernest is 1, 2, 3 spaces away, and Mary is 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. So all guards and closest, these all 4 guards are coming to here. That is not good. But I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. Now, this cultist is not going to leave Mary because it's moving towards the closest investigator, who is Mary. So it's going to stay with her. All right. Now, the end of the turn, I leveled up another skill. Do I want an extra green die when attacking monsters? So I should have 1, 2, 3. And I have 1. I got that already. Okay. I got excited, I thought. I crossed 3 thresholds, so I leveled up 1 in each. So I got a little excited, but doing okay. How many bad guys so far? It doesn't matter. The bad guys just keep spawning. Like, so he's in that spot. He can investigate or fight. There's no monsters to fight, so he can investigate. So that means draw a card. A science mannequin. I didn't make that up. A science mannequin. A replica ceramic human with all the organs showing, but the liver is missing. You may claim the human model. If you have reached 2 or more insanity thresholds, you may claim Sam instead. Okay, the human model. If you would be arrested, you may discard this card instead. That is interesting. Or you have, while Sam, I could have a, so it could fight for me. What does 1 level of brawling get me? Okay, you know what? I would rather be able to have that get arrested than me. Okay. If all investigators, at least 1. Okay. All right. So that's good. All right. So there you go. All right. I'm pretty set up. I don't want to get cocky here, but I'm in a good position. Now, end of turn, I can heal. So I have no stress. I have no damage. The artifacts are mystically healing me. It's Mary that is in trouble. So now it's Mary's turn. Odds are it's going to trigger. So she's going to move. Okay. The cultist comes with her. The Shoggoth comes with her. So if she survives and doesn't drop any artifacts, we are in a good position to disrupt the ritual. So what we're going to do now is, with 2 actions, we're going to fight this Shoggoth. So she has 3 dice, 1 dice for being crazy, and that's it. All right, so come on, Mary. But if we lasso the Shoggoth, it doesn't attack us. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with the last action to the cultist. So as long as if I deal any wounds, okay, so that's a wound. That's insanity. And what do I have any free rerolls or anything? Okay, you heal. Okay, so it has 6 damage. So if I do 4 damage, I could kill it. So I'm going to take a stress to reroll this. That is a bad move. I told you that was a bad move. So I'm done. So I do 2 damage to the Shoggoth. All right, so it is at 8. 2 more wounds, kill it. But I take 4 insanity. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So my last action, you know what? Let's kill the Shoggoth. Because we could deal with the human. So my last action, let's kill the Shoggoth. Oh boy, do we kill the Shoggoth. Perfect. The Shoggoth is dead. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so I attacked, I moved, I attacked. All right, that's good. That is good. That is really good. All right, so moved, attacked. All right, so now Mythos phase. Let's see what happens. Oh, damn it! Now when I'm asking for a symbol, it doesn't show up. Damn it. So a storm surge. If you're a deep one, move to the nearest human investigator. Well, we're not. Otherwise, you transform unless you take 2 stress. So Mary is going to transform unless she takes 2 stress. Thank God I didn't do that. So I resist the urge to turn into a fish. How's that for a sentence? All right. Okay. So now investigate or fight. Well, I have to fight. There's a dirty cultist in my space. They get 2 green dice, which means they can't drive me crazy. But it's okay because I hit a capacitor. I can't. Oh, it does 2 damage to me. Excellent. 1, 2, and I can't do anything about it because I'm stressed out. But if whenever you're wounded, you in an investigator in your space heal 1 stress. So you heal all stress and investigate. You heal all stress and investigators in your space heal 1. So I heal all my stress. Woo! She likes pain. What do you want me to say? She's a freak. She's a very freaky girl, the kind you don't bring home to mother. All right. And now resolve. So now we level up. I don't care about the free run action. And so I'm going to level up my marksmanship. I may attack a target up to 2 spaces away. That is incredibly useful in this game. All right. So now we go to Ernest. So what is Ernest going to do? He's at full health. He has no monsters on his space. He's at full stress. So he's going to, hey, you dumb guard. And he's going to send 1, 2, that guard over here. Hey, you dumb guard. 1, 2. Hey, you dumb guard. Boom, boom. He distracts the guards. Guards are pretty stupid. That's what you get. The DEI hires. What do you want me to say? All right. So that was his 3 actions. Now, a Mythos phase, if we draw this, we disrupt the ritual. Okay, so I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Choose 1. At the end of the turn, Dagon advances on the track as if it was 3, or each investigator transforms. Okay, well, this meets the conditions because it says if there are investigators holding 2 artifacts on each of the 2 different normal gates, they overlook and disrupt the ritual when it advances. So I don't want to transform. Transforming is death. So Dagon advances. Boom. Okay. We disrupt the ritual. When the ritual is disrupted, after that, the investigator with simultaneous. Okay, each guard moves. All investigators carrying out the drop. After that, if there are no investigators. Okay, special rules. After the ritual is disrupted, remove all guards from the board. Ignore any effects. Okay, so the guards, they leave. They're like, what is happening? What is happening? So the guards leave. We disrupted the ritual. These cards stay here. We don't transform. All right, so that's good. That is good. We can. All right, so but it's also bad because Dagon now appears. Okay, when Dagon advances, you transform. So whose turn? That was Mary's. So Mary's got. She's got gills up and down her spine. I mean, she's got fins up and down her spine, scales on her boobs, webbed hands. She's 2/3 a mermaid, but not the sexy kind of mermaid. Summon 1 servant of the deep into your space. Oh no, no, oh no, not Mary. That was Ernest's turn. So Ernest full on transforms into a deep one. So now he serves 2 masters. He serves 2 masters. Not Mary. Mary is she only has fish feet. But Ernest is full on a fish man. Summon 1 servant of the deep in your space. Blah, 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 blah. So this guy comes out. Hello, fish brother. And 2 cultists at the nearest gate. Nearest to whose turn it was. So look at that. Ernest has a lot of problems. Now, Dagon advanced to the red. So, all right, so we do this. When revealed, summon Dagon into your space. So Dagon also shows up. Is there any doubt why Ernest would transform? Mighty Dagon has showed up into his space. The cultists are his, this guy's his herald. These guys are his litter bearers, and now Dagon has shown up. Okay, move each servant of the deep 2 spaces towards me. So this guy moved Ernest. Now the good thing is you can die, because before the ritual is disrupted, this is the farthest I've ever got. I've never disrupted the ritual before. So I fought Dagon before, but I was breaking the rules. So disregard episode 2. Okay. Deep one investigators can't use stress to reroll when attacking Dagon or a deep one. So right now it's just he's 12 hit points, and that kills this card. There's 4 cards that I have to kill. All right, so that is now the end of Ernest's turn. Ernest did so. The ritual is disrupted. Dagon is vulnerable to attack, and nonsense abroad. All right, so let's start dealing with stuff. Mary, you got to get over here and help. Mary's an excellent marksman, so that is what she's going to do. All right, Mary's turn. All right, I think Mary's got to. She's just got to start killing. So she's going to kill this guy because he's just going to follow her and attack her anyway. So Mary is on the same spot with this guy, so she just gets. Okay, so she has. I have 1 free reroll per turn. So, all right, so she gets that. She'll take 1 stress to reroll this. All right, perfect. So she kills this guy. Boom. So she just turns around, shoots him in the head. She's got no time for this nonsense. Second action, she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And her last action, she could shoot into this room. She could fire 4 spaces away. Hey, Ernest, how you doing? She could fire into the room or lasso into the room, because she could do 2 spaces away. So it's crazy like that. So does it make sense to just start killing Dagon? Yeah. So she's okay. Yeah. So she's gonna just start killing Dagon. Why not? All right. So she's got 3 basic dice, 1 green dice because she's crazy, and 2 green dice because she's using her marksmanship. So hit, all whiffs. So she does 3 damage to Dagon. Okay. I'll put it on his card because there's just too much. All right. So that's the end of her turn. Now we have the last card of the deck, and then we have to reshuffle. Move all guards and cultists 1 space towards you. That's Mary. So these guys don't like that they attack, but there's no guards. The guards all quit. So that's good for Ernest. Ernest of the Deep. He's the old man in the sea right now. So now we shuffle these cards. Some games have rules that when you shuffle the card, something bad happens. This one is bad enough that we don't have that rule, so that's good. So we shuffle these cards, except for the 2 that are out, because those are 2 symbols. All right. If Dagon makes it to here, he wins. So we gotta fight Dagon. It's like just ignoring the human threats. All right, now investigate or fight. Believe it or not, she's on a safe space. So we radio. White noise to hide footsteps. You may claim the radio. You may discard this card to sneak any number of times this turn. Wow, that'll come in handy. Okay, so she can make it a distraction. That will come in very handy. That is great. Now at the end of the round, Nothing happens. Nothing happens. I'm just checking. All right, so now it's Ernest's turn. Ernest is right here with Dagon. Uh, he's gonna fight Dagon. I mean, what else? What else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? You fight Dagon. You're on the space. You can fight Dagon. You fight Dagon. So he gets 3 black dice. He gets 1 dice because of insanity, and okay, there we go. That's it. That's it. The janitor and you may claim you pick up. Okay, so the janitor gave him an artifact, and Jane gives him stealth. All right. So that really sucks. I get 2 free rerolls when fighting a monster. So, I can't. No, I can't use stress to reroll, but I can do this. Okay, so this just stinks. So I do 4 damage to Dagon. Blah, blah, blah. So I got 7 damage on Dagon. I take 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. That triggers my nonsense. You may use any. Okay, this now you may. All right. So that was 1 attack. Okay, now second attack. I can't take any more sanity because I hit a capacitor. All right, and I'm fighting a monster. Now I gotta check. Do great old ones count as monsters? Or are they their own category? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Is there a glossary of terms? And in the game, monsters. Come on. Monsters. Page 7. That's 8. Oh no. Page 7. Any enemy that's not a cultist or the Elder One is a monster. Okay. Any enemy that is not a cultist or anything that refers to. So okay. So this is not a monster. This is an Elder One. So his power doesn't. His free reroll doesn't count against that. So I'm going to use a stress to reroll this die. Perfect. And I'm going to use a stress to reroll this die. Okay, perfect. All right. So I do another 4 damage to him. So this is 9, 10, 11. I just need to do 1 more damage, and I only kill a card. But I ignore that, and okay, because I'm maxed out on stress that insanity that I can take. So that was 2 actions. Right. First action was attack. Second action attacks. Right, so now my third action, I will attack Dagon. Okay. These don't matter. I only needed 1 hit. So I kill this card. So I kill the first phase of Dagon. So this card goes over here. When revealed, move Dagon to the starting place. So Dagon moves. Deep One and Dagon gain 2 dice when attacking a Deep One investigator. Okay. So he gets another power. And all these dice are cumulative. All right. So Dagon, I killed his first stage. Oh, yeah. I killed stage 1 is he's in the outer world. Stage 2, I just killed. Stage 3. All right. So now you may take 1 wound to make a free attack against a monster. So I'm going to take a wound to fight this Deep One. So that's 3 dice. 2 dice because I'm crazy. All right, so let's kill a Deep One. He's like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Just rip him to shreds. So Ernest is just a killing machine. So he got 3 attacks, and then he got a bonus attack because of his Demon Hunter skill. So that's it. So now it is Mythos phase. If you are a deep one, immediately deal 2 wounds to all non-deep one figures in your space. Okay, nobody's in this. Otherwise, transform. All right, and then summon a cultist at yellow. Blah! And now he advances. That sucks. When the Elder One advances, so we need to read this. You transform. Okay, I'm already a deep one, so that's good. Summon 1 servant of the deep in my space. Blah! And 2 cultists at the nearest gate. The nearest gate from me. So cultists popping up. So look at that space. All right. All right. This is not good. Mary, 1, 2 is 2 spaces away, so she could attack Dagon. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so now, at the end of your turn, heal 1 wound, heal 2 space. Stress for my artifacts. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now she goes. Mary, what you gonna do? I may attack. Okay. All right, so she's going to attack Dagon from here. She could attack 2 spaces. So this is 1 space, that's 2 spaces. So she's going to attack 3 dice. It's not the best move. Like ideally, I would have her move here, but I don't want to waste a space. I don't want to waste an action. We're on a clock here. All right. Oh, these cards go away. All right. So now she gets 1 dice because she's crazy, 2 dice because of her marksmanship, and that's it. So we get this whole big nonsense. Attacking Dagon. So we got success. This is nothing. 1 free reroll. So we're going to use the 1 free reroll right here. Yes. So she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage and 1 insanity. So she took out half of this aspect of Dagon in 1. So but he's a great old one. He's not a monster, so he could still retaliate, but he's not in her space. So that was her first attack. Second attack, we're going to do the same thing. So only 1 success. All right, and 2 insanity. I'm going to take 1 sanity. 1 stress to reroll this die. Okay, we'll leave it. So she does 1 more damage to Dagon. She takes 2 insanity. Okay, that triggers another die. Levels her up, but the level up happens. The die happens next time you use it. And then her pyromania and all that stuff goes berserk. All right. And my last attack, she attacks Dagon. Hit. And the rest are misses. You know what? I'll take 1 stress and I'll re-roll this. Okay, so 4 hits. So I'll take a 3. This. So boom, boom. So that's 9, 10, 11. Wow. Nothing's changed. I think I'm going to take my last stress and roll that. Yes. Boom. That's 12. Boom. That kills this aspect of Dagon. When revealed, move Dagon to the yellow gate. Oh, that is the absolute worst thing because the yellow gate is right here. So he's now with Ernest. Choose a human investigator to flip all of their transformation tokens to the deep one side. Any one investigator may sacrifice themselves Take wounds until dead to prevent this transformation. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Move Dagon to the yellow gate. Choose a human investigator. So Mary sacrifices herself. Mary, move, choose a human investigator to flip all that transformation to the deep. Oh no, 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 no. So Mary, she becomes a fishman. So we do that. So now they both transform into deep ones. Does that mean we lose? Okay, so that would all right. So she actually sacrifices herself to not transform. That's it says you could take wounds to not transform because if both of us turn into fishmen, we lose the game. So Mary, you did awesome, but you died. You died. So Mary, I'm not turning into a fish. She takes the rope and does the Robin Williams, takes herself out in a blaze of glory. I have to do 12 damage to Dagon to win. If you are a deep one, Dagon moves to your at the end of each turn. If you're a deep one, Dagon moves to your space and attacks you. Otherwise, lose sanity equal to the number of your deep one transfer. Okay, so I can't escape him. So now that was that was the Mythos phase. Well, she can't investigate. She can't do anything because she's dead. She's dead. All right, so I go. Ernest goes. All right, so Ernest goes. Look at this nonsense that's happening here. All right. So I just want to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so I got to level him up. I got to. So I'm gonna level up an arcane mystery because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 boosts. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. So what are we gonna do? All right, we got to attack Dagon. That's what we got to do. 3 normal dice. Okay. 2 dice for being crazy, and that's it. I can't use my marksmanship because I'm in the same spot with him. Now I can do something, but Dagon's just gonna follow me. So let's just so hit, 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 hit. And he's not a monster, so I can't use my ability for free. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 5 because there's a star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use a stress to. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's greedy. I'll take the 5. So I do 3, 4, 5 damage with 1 attack. All right. My second attack. If I got to kill Dagon to win. All right. So I hit. Oh, and each star heals 1 stress. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use the stress to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use 2 stress to reroll this. I don't know if that's smart, but no pain, no gain. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I do another 4 damage to him. Boom. So this is just cash it in 3 1. So I do 9 damage. 9 damage to him. I take it insanity. Just foaming at the mouth. My last attack. This is my last attack. Last attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll take a stress. Oh, Oh, wow. All right. So first I take an insanity. I heal 2 stress. Ooh, ooh. 3 stress. And I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So 9 plus 6 is 15 damage. I kill Dagon. Ernest. We remember you, Mary. We will not forget you. But Ernest saves the earth. And as a twist of fate, it was the guy, hey, Vern, I saved the earth. I saved the earth, Vern. So there you go. I'm going to go back to my desk and I'll talk for a little bit. So, give me a second just to transfer. Just transferring over. I could finally. The reason why I played this 3 times, I can't put it away until I beat it. So I didn't want it set up. And my friend Jimmy's coming over tomorrow to play some role playing games. So there's that. All right, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why you can't see me. You can hear me? Okay, good. All right, that's all that matters, that you can hear me. Okay. All right. There we go. So as you can see, I'm all out of sorts. All right. Can you hear me? Everybody, am I back? All right. So let's go through most of these I was able to get. So there we go. Run it. Sup amigos. Good news. I just watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle today. It's a good movie. Cool. 9 out of 10. All right. How the bad guys so far? Well, we won. Sometimes beats the freaks. Did I not? You did great. I saved the earth, but I lost some sanity. Go right down the successful game as a story. I love games that turn into stories. Yeah. The board doubled for a second. Yeah, I know. I'm not hearing anything. I hope you hear anything out. RRTNZ, John, what madness are you up to? Dixon yesterday and Dagon today. Donuts tomorrow. Oh, donuts is a good idea. Donuts. Can't hear him. Guess Dagon won in the end. No. There we go. So that was the end of that. I finally won that scenario of Death May Die. So now I get the glorious challenge of Tetrising everything back into the box. So that was fun. I don't know what else to say. All right. It was that was tough. That was tough. That was tough. Poor Mary. She died. All right. But I got nothing else to say. I guess I'll say the last thing, which is bye, kids.
Goodbye, kids.